Blazkowicz that has spent decades of their lives in jail because of corrupt politics in the DA's office. And I felt that, hey, if I ran a race and Hines won, guys like this would never see justice. So that's why I decided to pull out and support Ken, and I'm wholeheartedly supporting him. But let me tell you about some of the guts that Ken Thompson has here, because, you know, the other day Ken's standing next to me and he's like, Abe, I know you pulled out, you made it a one-on-one. He's like, but I need some of your money. And I'm just like, Ken, I gave you everything. I dropped out of this race. I'm backing you, I'm supporting you. Now you want my money? And I gave him $5,000 already. But I'll tell you tonight that I believe in this cause. Ken did such an amazing job last night. I don't know how many of you were at this debate, but the most exciting race in this city is the Brooklyn DA's race. Here, here. And Ken mixed it up with Joe Hines, and Ken was victorious last night. Hines had nowhere to run. Ken was taking him on his record, fact per fact per fact, and all he could say was Ken didn't have any experience. Because that's all he's got to say. Listen, folks, Ken, I'll tell you right now, on top of the $5,000 I've already given you, I'm going to give you $15,000 more. Whoa. You got to put your money where your mouth is. And last night I saw firsthand that Ken could take him on a one-on-one debate, and I know that Ken's going to be victorious. So Ken, $15,000 in your campaign, a total of $20. Bring this home for us. Bring this for us. I'll give you guys right now Ken Thompson, the next Brooklyn District Attorney.
Grateful to each of you. Abe and I fought. What I got to tell you is character. Another question is character. He put Brooklyn over his own self-interest. And I think that for me, I have to win this for everyone. But Abe, I got to win it for you because he is the future. We must support Abe. But let me just say this. We're at a very critical point in the history of Brooklyn. We've had a man who's been DA for 23 years. And I believe that there is great acts of injustice that's been committed here in Brooklyn under this current DA's watch. I'm running for DA for a lot of reasons. I'm running for DA for every person that was wrongfully convicted and sentenced to prison for murders they didn't commit, like these gentlemen. I'm running for DA for every young black, Latino, or white guy who was stopped on the streets of Brooklyn and frisked unjustly. I'm running for DA. I'm running for DA for any woman who has not been protected by people who would violate them. I'm running for DA because I want to keep us safe. And at the end of the day, Joe Hines has got to go. And we are the closest we've ever been in defeating Joe Hines. Yep. We did a poll. The poll shows that it's neck and neck between Joe Hines and I. And let me just say this, we're going to work, but we're going to get the vote out. We can win this election right here in this room if each of you commit to help us. Help us not only to spread the word, but we need you to help us really mobilize and get people to the polls. That's the game. And he's terrified. So if you can help me spread the word on Facebook, Twitter, push it from today until the election day. If you can take the day off on September 10th, we can make history together. I'm not trying to run just to be the criminal, just to be the gatekeeper. I want to run to make sure that young men are no longer arrested for having small amounts of marijuana on them. Yeah. I want to deal with the rape. Position, and he knew it right out the gate. It took me some time to get there, but I'm there because it's the right position to have. Brooklyn must, look, we lead the country in marijuana arrest. We must lead the country in being progressive and fair. We need to be safe, but we have to change the whole approach. So, day one, different policy. We're going to make sure that the people of Brooklyn have a prosecutor that's going to deal with the rapes that are going up, deal with the murders that are going up, and not get bogged down with just having bodies in the criminal justice system. And so I am prepared to take this all the way, but I need your help. I need your help. People have told me, Ken, you know, you're going to get indicted, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Somebody, and I think I know enough about indictments. Somebody has to stand up and be the new sheriff in town and walk down the middle of the town and take this man on. And I am the person who's going to do it. But if you don't back me, it's not good enough if we come close. We have to win. We have to win because we cannot afford another 4 years of Joe Hines. All of us would be in jeopardy of a DA who believes in just prosecuting whatever is in his political interest. And I don't believe that that is right. And so there's going to be another debate tomorrow night, and people are saying that this is the nastiest campaign. I am just basically presenting his record. His record indicts him. What he did to Judge John Phillips is outrageous. What he did also in honor of Judge John Phillips. What he did to John O'Hara is outrageous.
Oh, yeah!
At the end of the day, I have the obligation to get us the victory. I need you to help me get a little further down the field, and I will get us in the end zone. I will lead us to victory, because a one-on-one contest is the worst thing that Joe Hines wanted. This is the last thing he wanted, and they're bitter because Abe saw this and said, "I'm going to put the people of Brooklyn over my own interest." Get a little crazy. I have been falsely accused of saying things that are just completely poisonous because they are now at the point of desperation. If my campaign was weak and not a threat, Joe Hines wouldn't have stood silent last week when those horrible comments were made. He did that, as I said, during the debate because it was in his political interest. And I believe that the top prosecutor's obligation is to keep the people of Brooklyn together, not to divide us. And so I need your help. I will serve with honor and distinction, because when I get in, I intend to revamp that old office, and I intend to investigate how did we get to this point when innocent men have gone to prison for crimes they didn't commit? How did that happen? I will deal with Scott Sullivan, and I want to look at that office as well. And so help me get there. You all supported Abe. You know how great Abe is. Now I need your support. And I speak to you humbly. I'm confident I can beat this man. They are going to attack me every step of the way, but I have an obligation to my mother, who fought to get me out of the projects when she was struggling to take care of 3 kids by herself and put on a police uniform and put her life on the line for her 3 kids. Literally put her uniform on every day in the house because they didn't have the facilities for women to change at the precinct. So in 1973, she had to put on her uniform and let the world know in the project that she was a cop. Her life was on the line. I have got to honor her, and I'm going to honor her by taking Joe Hines out. I'm going to defeat him. Thank you. I'll answer any questions. I'll meet any of you. I'm so happy you're here. But we have a lot of work to do because they want to take me out. And the party is now afraid because when there is an independent DA, then guess what? Then everyone may be in trouble.
Yes.
Let's keep it real. Yes, Rob.
I just wanted you to acknowledge Colin Moore, former attorney. He's in the house.
No, he's not a former attorney. He's a former attorney extraordinaire. I told Colin this recently, that when I was coming up, I looked at his work. And so, at the end of the day, I thank you for coming. Okay? I'm going to win it for all of us. Everyone in this room. So help me, please, let's do this, and give me the advice, give me the support. Helping me is helping Abe. Abe gave up a lot. Only the two of us truly know how it is to run for Brooklyn DA against Joe Hines. We've stood at the subway stops, we've sacrificed in terms of making money down the road. So you supported him, he's with me, we're now one team, one family. Let's do it together.
What that translates to is, Melody, just raise your hand. If you haven't signed up already, go see Melody to sign up to volunteer. September 10th, take the day off. We need
Yes.
your help.
Yes.
Checks, money, campaigns, you guys have written me checks. It's time to write Ken a check. Whatever you got left, write him a check. We're at the finish line. So go see Melody also. She's got the donation forms. But listen, thank you all for coming. Ken's going to be here
Yes.
for another half hour at least. If you have any questions, feel free to come up to Ken. Thanks so much. Take care.